Howdy, my name is Mahmoud Al-Halwagi, and since 2002, I had the honor and the privilege to serve as the McFerrin Professor of Chemical Engineering at Texas A&M. This prestigious professorship was made available by a generous endowment from Mr. Artie McFerrin and the McFerrin family. Over the past 15 years, the McFerrin Professorship has been used to support numerous activities that led to various accomplishments and awards. But I think that the most profound impact that the McFerrin Professorship has had is the tremendous positive influence on countless undergraduate and graduate students. The McFerrin Professorship has been used to offer scholarships and financial aid and has supported various professional development activities for the students. This can probably be best appreciated by looking at some of the students who benefited from the McFerrin Professorship.
Howdy, my name is Juliet Campbell and I am a second year's master's student in Dr. Al-Hawagi's research group. I received my bachelor's degree in chemistry from the University of Texas at Austin. Making the transition from chemistry to chemical engineering has had its challenges, but the resources made possible by the McFerrin Professorship have allowed me to be successful. In particular, Mr. McFerrin's generosity has allowed our research group to visit industrial facilities and host several industrial speakers. These opportunities have allowed me to see firsthand what career and research potentials are possible as a chemical engineer. In turn, this has motivated me to continue on with my research and studies. I am so thankful for the opportunities I have been given here at Texas A&M, and I'm so excited to use these experiences to make a positive contribution to the world.
Howdy, my name is Mark Panu. I'm a PhD student in Dr. Al-Hawagi's research group. I joined the Artie McFerrin Department of Chemical Engineering 2 years ago after earning my bachelor's degree in chemical and biomolecular engineering from Vanderbilt University and spending a year working full-time. Through my experiences, I've developed a deep interest in sustainable developments which are not only profitable, but also benefit the surrounding communities and the environment as a whole. Through funds provided by Mr. McFerrin, I've been able to complete my master's degree where I evaluated profitable carbon dioxide utilization processes and have now matriculated to the PhD program where I'm continuing my work on sustainable design. So I want to say thank you to Mr. McFerrin and the McFerrin family for all of the opportunities which they have made available to me and all of their contributions to this department and the university as a whole. I hope to carry the torch forward and positively impact the communities around me.
Howdy, my name is Kevin Topolsky and I'm a third-year PhD student for working for Professor Al-Hawagi's research group. I've joined the Artie McFerrin Department of Chemical Engineering after receiving my bachelor's degree in chemical engineering from Purdue University. Although I have not met Mr. McFerrin personally, I'm extremely thankful for the opportunities that the McFerrin Professorship has allowed me. These opportunities include being able to present at high-profile conferences such as SCPPE 16 in China and the Aiken National Conference in Minneapolis. It is at these conferences where I was able to meet highly influential members of my research field and learn of their research philosophies. It is these opportunities that, and Mr. McFerrin's support, that facilitate my mission in making a positive difference in the world through my research and work.
Howdy, my name is Vika Edelia. I'm a master's student in safety engineering at Texas A&M and I'm graduating this December. I got my bachelor degree in chemical engineering, but I decided to pursue a higher education in safety because I believe that process engineering and safety should always go hand in hand together. I wanted to do a research that combines these two fields together, and that motivated me to go halfway across the world to study at Texas A&M. Being in Dr. Hawagi's group has allowed me to broaden my mind, both in engineering aspects and in my own personal growth. Some of my most memorable experiences were visiting the second largest refinery in the US, participating in conferences, and even networking experiences with the industries. Those were supported by McFerrin Professorships, and I'm really grateful for his generosity. I hope that I can pay it forward by being a safety engineer that reflects his values.
Hi, my name is Victoria Ellinger, and I graduated with a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering from Texas A&M in 2014. During my time at Texas A&M, I did undergraduate research in Dr. El-Hawagi's lab. During my junior year, I had a really amazing opportunity to travel to China to an academic conference and present my undergraduate research work. While I was there, I met students and professors from all over the world, and this experience really inspired me to pursue a career in chemical engineering research. I'm now working on my PhD in chemical engineering at the University of California at Berkeley. This opportunity was really made possible with funding from Artie McFerrin. I'd like to thank him for his generosity and how he was able to make this experience and many other meaningful experiences for students at Texas A&M possible.
Mr. Artie McFerrin cared much about Texas A&M, and especially about the students. He was always very generous with his time, effort, knowledge, and advice. I remember one time when I was teaching a senior level course in chemical engineering, and I sought Mr. McFerrin's advice on how to teach a certain topic at the interface between chemical engineering and process economics. And of course, he gave me extremely valuable advice and several examples to explain the concepts. So the next day when I went to class to teach what I have just learned from Mr. McFerrin, and it was an 8 o'clock class, and I would usually go 10 to 15 minutes before the class to get ready for the lecture, and usually I would be the first one to show up to class. It's an 8 a.m. class. Except in that day, when I walked in, there seemed to be an older student sitting in the first row. And when I walked closer to him, I was pleasantly surprised to see that the student was none other than Mr. McFerrin, who graciously offered to give a guest lecture on the topic we just discussed the day before. And it was really fun when I opened the class by saying, on behalf of the Artie McFerrin Department of Chemical Engineering, I am honored to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Artie McFerrin. And of course, he delivered a one-of-a-kind lecture, and I was told by many students that this was one of the most memorable highlights of their education. He took the time from his very busy schedule, and he volunteered to share his precious advice and knowledge with the students. This was just one of many incidents where Mr. McFerrin sought to help others. He was always very generous with his time, knowledge, advice, and support. He also had a remarkable ability to maintain a positive mental attitude, which was infectious to those around him, and he coupled this attitude with hard work and a relentless pursuit of improvement. Quite often it is said that the Aggie spirit can never be told, and this, while it may be true, what is certain is that the Aggie spirit can be lived and exemplified, as attested by the life and example of Mr. Artie McFerrin.